A portion of this video is sponsored by War Thunder. This is a DIY motion simulator I built to fly RC planes. This chair allows a pilot to fly an RC plane with the built-in controls, but also replicates the movements of the plane using its actuation system. Combining this with a first-person view camera makes it really immersive. This video is part 2 in the series where I'm going to add FPV head tracking and rudder pedals. With these new additions, we should be able to use the chair to try to fly an FPV quad. And at the end of the video, I'll get a professional FPV pilot to try this out and see what he thinks.
Excellent flight. Excellent flight. Oh my god.
On top of that, I'll show you how this chair can be easily converted to fly in a flight simulator game like War Thunder. Alright, to improve this chair from what I built in the last video, we need to add rudder pedals. As the name implies, these pedals move the rudder of the plane, which causes it to yaw. I started by creating a design in CAD, which is actually very similar to a design I made almost 4 years ago in one of my original videos. This new design is almost completely 3D printed, and when I was printing this out, I tried to use filaments that were going to be durable for a long time use. This design has 2 pedals which ride on steel rods and linear bearings. The rods are held in place using 2 end caps and clamped in place using some screws. Likewise, the linear bearings just slide into these pedal supports and then get clamped in place. After everything is assembled, these things slide really easily with very little friction, which is a good thing.
Very nice.
We need to actually measure the position of the pedals, and to do this, we're going to use a potentiometer. To translate the sliding movement of the rudder pedals to a rotation of the potentiometer, a base gets added to the center of the rudder pedals. Then, a gear gets mounted to the potentiometer, and it all gets attached to the base. A connecting linkage then slides onto the base, and this connects the potentiometer to the 2 pedals and allows everything to slide. This linkage is actually giant, and I wanted to print it in one piece, but it didn't fit on any of my printers. So instead I used my Elegoo Giga printer, which this thing is just absolutely humongous. And I was actually really surprised with how nice the print came out. I was using a 0.6mm nozzle, and you actually can't tell the difference in quality, which is awesome.
Damn, boy.
With the linkage mounted, a tensioner can also get added, which helps the pedals hold a center position. Lastly, the footrest portions of the pedals can get added using a bolt and a couple springs. On real aircraft, the pedals pivot to engage the brakes, so I included that in my design as well. With the pedals built, we need to actually install them in the chair. To do this, I use my CNC router to cut out a wooden support structure. After everything was cut, I did a quick test fit up just to make sure everything would work.
Alright, here we go. Alright, V1 of the rudder pedals.
Something I noticed very quickly was the pedals are way too far away from the chair. I'm fairly tall, and even I had to stretch just to use them. So clearly that needs to be improved.
Alright, so the other issue is this thing is a little flimsy right now. Because there's just one board, there's a lot of flex just in the rudder pedals. So let's see if we can fix that.
So I created a new design that would hopefully fix all these problems. And once again, I cut it out of just 1/2-inch plywood. The pieces of wood were designed to fit together using these tabs and slots, so it basically goes together like a big puzzle. And then to hold everything together, I used some glue as well as some staples just to keep everything in place. Once assembled, these arms have a box section shape, which makes them really strong and very stiff.
This will slide right into there. Oh yeah.
I gave everything a quick coat of paint just so it matches the rest of the chair, and then it should be ready to assemble. While I had the chair taken apart to add the pedals, I also took some time and replaced the joystick. Previously, I was using this disassembled USB joystick. However, I designed my own 3D printed version, which feels a lot better. So with all the upgrades complete, this chair can now fly pretty much anything. And I'm not just talking about real RC planes. This entire chair can actually be hooked up to a computer and used to fly in games as well. Which is actually a perfect segue to the sponsor of today's video, War Thunder. To play War Thunder in this chair, I need to first add some support so I can mount the TV. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever created, and the best part is it's completely free to play, and in the game you can command over 2,500 planes, tanks, ships, and even helicopters.
Alright, my favorite part has to be just how detailed the cockpit is. All these instruments work, and a lot of these switches actually work too, and you can use it while you're flying. Everything should be hooked up and ready to fly though, so let's try this out. We're flying. Let's do a roll. Oh yeah, oh. This is so cool.
And although this is really cool, you don't need a ridiculous setup like this to play the game. It's available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. When you play, you're joining the worldwide community of over 70 million players. And you get to play in some pretty epic battles with really stunning graphics. Sign up using the link in the description below, and you'll receive a bonus pack if you're a new player or if you haven't played in over 6 months. In a future video, I'm going to go into more detail about how I got this to work with flight simulator games, but for now, let's get back to flying in the real world. When flying using this motion simulator, you use FPV goggles. This makes you feel like you're actually in the cockpit. However, most of the time, FPV cameras on planes and quads are actually just fixed in place. And this works pretty well, but I want to take it to the next level. By tracking the motion of my head, I can actually map those motions to a 2-axis gimbal on the drone. And this makes the experience so much more immersive. To actually move the camera, I designed this custom pan tilt mount which has a really low profile. I printed the parts for this mount out of Formlabs durable resin, because likely this thing's going to crash, and I want this mount to survive. The mount then uses 2 servo motors and some gears to move the camera in each axis. If any of you guys are interested in replicating this camera mount, I'll leave the link to the full CAD and a parts list in the description below. I chose to mount everything on top of the quadcopter to give the pilot the cleanest view possible. To actually track the motion of my head, I'm using an open source project that I found online, and I'll leave a link in the description below. The head tracking software just runs on an Arduino, and then it connects to the chair using an aux cord. Alright, so finally with the rudder pedals added, the head tracker installed, and the FPV mount working, we should be ready to give this thing a test.
I think it's time to finally test the chair. So, came to the middle of nowhere, where nobody can get hurt by a rogue drone. So, let's see what this thing can do. All right, so as you saw, here's the drone we're using. It's just a normal 5-inch race quad that has my pan tilt head on the top. And then I'm flying with a 4-cell 2200 milliamp hour battery, which should hopefully give us like 3 minutes of flight. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see how it does. All right, let's plug the battery in. Very nice. All right, looks like the pan tilt is working. That is so trippy. All right, for this first test, we're gonna do no movement of the chair, but the chair will still be in control of the quad. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for me to fly, and then afterwards, then we'll get adventurous and turn the movement on. Here we go. No time like the present to crash a drone. Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God, the rudders are backwards. This is not easy. Also, altitude control using this hand throttle is very difficult. Oh, we're in the grass, hold on. Oh no, I forgot to turn on the DVR. All right, now we're recording. All right, we're back up. Oh, the yaw with the pedals is insanely difficult. All right, we are way too high. Oh God, oh God. Coming back towards myself, which is very sketchy. All right, we're gonna land it, disarm. Woo! That was a little stressful. It was actually really easy to control though. This, for a quad, is actually really intuitive. Throttle, not easy to maintain a specific altitude, but yeah, it does work. All right, let's turn the chair on now and get the movement of the quad, see if that makes it easier or harder. All right, now the chair is moving with the quad. I think that's gonna make it so much harder to fly it, but we'll see. Moment of truth. Full motion, everything should be working. All right, here we go, taking off. Motors are spinning. Oh yeah. All right, let's go out in the field. Oh my God, whoa! The chair makes this feel so much harder to fly. All right.
Flying with the chair's motion turned on is definitely a whole new experience, and it does definitely make it a little bit more difficult. After flying around for a little bit, I felt like I was getting the hang of it, so I brought it in for a landing.
All right, coming back for a landing.
And even with the chair moving and the controls I wasn't used to, it's pretty easy to bring the quad in slowly and land it almost exactly where you want it.
That was so close. This thing is crazy. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like you have like 10% of the control you need, but it's just enough to keep it in the air, which is kind of fun, I guess. All right, well, that was a huge success. I was very worried about this thing just not being able to fly. But what I really want to see is someone else fly it. So let's do that.
So a couple days later, we hopped in the car and drove a few hours to meet up with Paul Nurkala. On the internet, he goes by Nurk FPV, and he's been flying quads since the beginning. And now he even does it professionally.
All right, so I wanted to get somebody else to fly this. So we're here with Nurk FPV, AKA Paul.
I don't know about this, man.
I think it's gonna be great.
I usually just use fingers, and you're saying I have to use my feet too?
It's gonna be great.
Oh no.
It's not intuitive at all, but
that's what I like to hear. Do you see all this corn out here? Like, if we drop that, how many of those do you have with you?
just one. If it goes in the corn, it's gone.
Okay. In that case, we
Well,
just say,
no, hold on. We
shucks. Sorry.
we do actually have GPS on it. So
Okay, cool.
We can,
All right.
We'll find it if it goes in the corn. All right, so let's hook the chair up and then get you in there and let you fly.
Okay.
All right, the first thing I did was just turn the chair on, and I let Nert control it with the joystick just to give him a feel for it.
All right, so now I'll put it into a demo mode. So now when you move the stick, it'll move the chair.
Oh my God, I'm already feeling motion sick. Oh my God. I'm just interested to see what this feels like.
Yeah.
Like throttle, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, that, and then, you know, this is the same as, it's just a big, I'm a pincher, so like maybe I can just fly it like this. But like, it's gonna be, oh man.
All right, with Nurk a little bit more comfortable in the chair, now we can actually try to fly something with it.
All right, we will plug this in and then we'll get you in the air.
Oh gosh, I am absolutely gonna get sick to my stomach.
So now we have the chair hooked
no.
up. So as I move the quad, it moves the chair as well.
Oh my goodness.
All righty, here we go. You are in control.
Throttling up. Go up, go forward, go forward.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the yaw is so weird. Okay, here we go.
there he goes.
Trying to give myself some altitude and get out of the way.
Looking good, nice and stable.
Let's try
I'll
to
be
get-
honest, you're already way better than I was. I immediately just rammed it straight into the ground.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to do some like coordinated turns here. Okay,
right.
there we go.
Oh,
You're right about.
you're flying it really well. I
Thank you.
had a lot of trouble my first flight, so you're doing a fantastic job.
I'm basically just flying 90-degree angles right now because like, as soon as I try to like, so I'm trying to mix it. I'm trying to mix my. Yeah. See. Okay, hold on. I gotta be able to think while I'm flying here. Stop. My brain and my feet are not connected at all. Plus, there is a bit of a breeze. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to mix my. I can do a coordinated turn to the left, and I'm rolling left, but then I'm pushing my right foot, and so
Yeah.
I'm actually doing the opposite of what I want to do.
Okay.
But that's just my lack of experience in the hot seat.
You
Okay.
look really
There
stable.
we go. That's comfortable. Okay, I'm coming back towards us just a little bit.
All right.
More throttle, left foot.
You see what I mean
The-
about the throttle? You like keep backing
Yeah.
off on accident.
Well, and it's, you know, because with, okay, let's not go too far. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'll try not to go over us. More throttle, more throttle. It's a big red barn target up there. Oh my gosh, this is so bizarre.
It's a totally different feeling, right?
It is a totally different feeling. Nope. Yeah, there we go.
Is the head tracking still working?
I forgot that the head tracking was a thing. I was just so focused on just
Too
keeping this
focused.
thing in the air.
Well, that was a beautiful turn right there.
This is crazy.
What's your confidence in hitting some gates with this?
You know, I think we got to try it,
Oh,
right?
yeah, for
It's
sure.
I'm trying to kind of practice. Like the hardest thing with FPV manual stuff is getting altitude management. So I'm trying to kind of like cruise low to the ground to see if I can maintain it enough that I would be able to actually get through a 5x5 gate.
Okay.
I think I could pull it off.
Let's see if we can pull off a good landing.
How do I do it? Are you gonna disarm for me?
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay. All right, I'll land kind of out in front of us a little bit.
All right.
I know we're behind the barn. I got good pictures still.
Oh, nice. Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna come over here.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try to face back towards us. Oop, throttle up, please. Stop, stop, stop. All right,
Oh.
setting her down right there.
Beautiful.
Hey!
Beautiful. Excellent flight. Excellent flight.
Oh my gosh. It's bizarre because like, so getting used to the feet
Yeah.
is super challenging.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think the feedback that you gave me ahead of time about the motion is that it's a little bit decoupled.
Yep.
And honestly, like, I kind of just felt like someone was rocking my chair.
Yeah.
More than I was like feeling what the drone was doing.
Absolutely. I agree.
That being said, there were a few moments where like when I was doing those big coordinated turns, like I did feel like I was kind of pulling into it, whereas a longer kind of motion. I went to turn and my brain got it wrong and I turned the wrong way. So I had to come up over the barn.
That's all right. Still
Holy cow.
the best flight I've seen with it yet.
That was awesome. I think we should hit some gates.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So we got a couple gates set up.
Yeah.
What do you think about a friendly little competition?
Oh, let's do it.
So you've got way more experience in the chair.
I've flown it twice. I've got one more
Twice
flight
as
than
much
you.
experience as me.
Okay.
I got a little more experience with multi-rotors in general.
Absolutely.
First, to take off through both gates and land again. Let's put out a landing
It's a little time trial.
pad.
Okay.
Yeah, a little time trial.
Yeah.
Who goes first?
You. I think you got it.
All right.
Guess go first.
Okay, all right.
All right, we got a fresh battery. We'll put it out on the landing pad to take off, and then we'll do this time trial, see who wins.
Those gates are looking mighty small right now.
I think you got it. I think we got
now
it.
that you've got the timer and everything, it's
Now that you're on the clock.
Yeah, now they're looking real challenging. Is he gonna like put it in acro mode or something and try to mess with me?
No, I won't do that. I would never
It's
do
our
that to
first
you.
time meeting. He's
would
already
never do
trying
that
to
to you.
sabotage me.
All right, are you ready? You now have control
Okay,
and armed.
count me in.
And start.
Okay, trying to
he's
just
going for
take it easy. Use as little yaw as possible. Nope, stay off the ground. I'm billowing. We're billowing. Come on, first
Oh,
gate.
you got it.
First gate. Come on, second gate. Come on, second
Oh.
gate. Yes!
Oh!
Oh, I can't turn around. Okay. Yaw.
That was so clean.
Nope, stay in the air. Crashing is a disqualification. Oh, I can look down a little bit for the landing pad. This will help.
There you go. Coming back.
Oh gosh.
Yawing around.
Everybody play some heads up baseball here.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
the wind's taking you.
We're coming back in for this. We're gonna go upwind.
Landing is not easy.
Am I safe behind right now?
Yes,
Okay,
you're
thank
good.
you. Stop.
Forward, we're drifting backwards.
I know, I'm trying to like.
There's a lot of wind
other
right
yaw,
now.
Other yaw. Okay, here we go.
Coming back. I'll disarm it when you're right over it. Or when you put it down. Oh!
Is that counted?
We'll count it.
Oh!
Incredible. I'll
Okay,
stop the
what's my time?
timer. 1 minute, 8 seconds.
Well, 1 minute and 8 seconds to get
Yes.
through 2 gates. All right, I felt good with my gate performance. My landing could use a little work. Let's see what you got.
When we're done with this, I want to see you do it with like a real quad.
For sure.
All right, I'll get in the chair and
ready?
I'll swap you out here.
All right.
I think I am so screwed. Last time I flew this, I took it off and then immediately smacked it into the ground. So going through a gate like this is going to be darn near impossible. We'll be lucky if no other material objects are harmed while I'm flying this. I love a good competition, so let's see what we can do.
3,
All right.
2, 1, go.
Oh yeah. Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa! There we go.
Okay.
All right. Altitude control.
Yeah.
Listen, I see, dude, how were you hitting these? Good grief.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, good save. Nice and easy.
oh,
Through. Ooh, nope, not quite.
oh,
Through. There's
Oh.
one. Just nice and easy, nice and
There we
easy,
go.
nice and easy.
Here we go.
Get on the line, follow the line.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's it. Okay,
Y'all,
now the hard part.
come back and land. The wind is actually crazy.
I very strongly recommend landing into the wind so that you can kind of pitch forward into it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, you can see
50
too.
seconds, you got 20 seconds
All
to
right,
beat me
let's
here.
get down here. Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh, oh. Altitude is all over the place.
oh.
All right.
I'm impressed with your yaw control though. Like I couldn't figure that part out.
All right.
There you go, Money, one, oh my gosh.
Do I have to do it again?
What was my time?
108.7.
107.6.
Let's go! I will say, yours was a lot prettier.
Now, at the time that we filmed this, we thought that I won. However, when I played this back in post, I realized I didn't really give Nurk a good countdown, so his time from takeoff to landing was actually shorter. And I also crashed like 3 times, so I should probably be disqualified. Regardless, this was a lot of fun, and it showed that you can fly through obstacles using the chair. It's just really slow.
It makes sense now why you fly quads with sticks.
Yeah.
And not HOTAS controls. See what a real quad can do. I think this will be slower than with the chair. There's
Yeah?
no way he's... All right, I'll time you. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready?
Ready, set, go. Good. Good grief. Oh, so,
Sub 10?
it was sub 10 seconds. It was like 9:50. All right, one more time. 2, 1, go. Dude, that turn is unbelievable. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's inside.
Alright, so flying quads is cool, but I think RC planes is where this chair really shines. So I brought along an old RC plane for Nurk to try out.
All right, so now we're gonna let Paul try to fly a plane with the chair. We do have like 20-mile-an-hour winds though, so this may not be good.
And my track record with planes is really, really bad, so...
For reference, this plane, last time it flew, went into a tree. So it's
Not
seen
by
some
me.
stuff. It's seen some stuff. If it crashes, not a big deal. I will give you control.
Okay, all right, left.
Control surfaces are moving.
Down, pitch back, pull yaw right, pull yaw left, a little touch of throttle.
Nice.
Oh yeah, baby. She's ready to rip.
Whenever you're ready, you're fully in charge here.
Bon voyage. Good luck, little plane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's too focused to talk.
I am very focused. It definitely popped up right away. This actually is flying great, despite the wind.
Flying
is
into
it,
the wind, yeah.
So is it in like a stabilized mode?
Yeah,
here as
it'll
well?
help.
Okay.
It'll auto level for you.
Cool. All right. That's what I figured.
It should help fight the wind a little bit.
I think I gotta turn left so I don't go behind the barn.
All right.
All right.
Dude,
full
you're flying so well.
Bank.
For never
Okay.
using the chair for this before. Very good stuff.
Driving in a little, diving in, trying not to come off throttle too much.
Hit the gates, hit the gates.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
This,
Beautiful flying.
You know what? This
Beautiful
is
flying.
way more
look at
intuitive
that. It's
than
so pure, it's perfect.
this is so fun.
It's a little bit better than the quad, right?
Hopefully I don't lose video. Yeah, we're good.
Very nice. Quite the bank you got going on there.
Very low video. There we go, got it back.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to like coordinate my turns because it's, so do I,
It should auto-coordinate a little bit.
okay.
Um,
But in theory, I should push the same rudder as I'm
Right.
banking with,
yep,
right?
Just like that.
Okay, yeah.
And you should be able to do just rudder-only turns too if you'd like.
Oh, let's try it. Okay.
It has differential thrust, so it'll actually kind of throw you around in the air with
Oh
the
wow,
props.
yeah.
So it's got some, it's got some authority.
It really does. You know what? For how windy it is, I am blown away with how well this thing is flying.
Now, after we'd been flying for a bit, I think I accidentally kicked the cord connecting the transmitter to the chair, so all of a sudden the chair's signal cut out.
Control method is better.
Yeah.
Come on. Did you take over?
Oh.
I have no authority right now.
Uh-oh.
I have nothing. Now I got it back. Something's back. I have no video. It's behind the building. I've got some altitude.
I got it. I got it.
I can't see it all. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea what happened there.
I'm still getting tilted, but
Yeah, you should. It lost the trainer signal from your radio.
interesting.
All right, we can try to plug it back in.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh no. For the record.
I was flying when it crashed. It like flew around, and then
I was like,
with the gust of wind, I think it just lost all airspeed and just
no airspeed at all.
Oh. All right, well, let's go see what the damage
Yeah.
is.
It didn't look too bad.
It looks
yeah.
like it's in one piece still. Oh yeah.
This is how most planes end up when they fly here.
We could fly it again if we wanted to.
With enough hot glue,
With enough-
everything can fly.
We lost a wheel, I think, but other than that, we also landed in some goose poop, but that's all right. Put it right back on there and we'll be good to go.
Good as new.
All right, well, that's incredible. Final thoughts.
You know, I think it's going to replace controllers. I think this is just too dang convenient.
No.
Why would we just have that when we could have this whole setup?
Exactly.
You know, it's really fun. Like the getting used to the yaw
Yeah.
control with the foot pedals definitely is challenging, but I could see
Yeah.
like with a little bit of dialing in of like the way that I would have the settings and like getting practice, I feel like it could be really, really fun. And then it's just a blast.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to fly it in acro mode eventually, maybe, and I'd be curious to see if we could. I want to have the whole chair do some yaw with the drone, so
moves you around like this.
Yeah, because like as you're kicking it, like it's just you know.
That'd be awesome.
So redesign the whole thing.
All right, yeah,
start from the scratch.
Listen, we added
I know
rudder
you haven't
pedals
put very much time into this, so
we added rudder pedals this time. Adding yaw, that's not
you just put a little turntable all the way at the bottom.
It's not can't be that hard, right? So.
Huge shout out to Nerk for helping me test this thing out. He makes some really cool content on YouTube as well, so make sure you check his channel out. If you enjoyed this video and want to fly in a flight simulator yourself, check out War Thunder using the link in the description below. If you're a new player, the link will get you a bonus pack with premium vehicles and an exclusive vehicle decorator. In a future video, I'll be going into more detail about how I use this chair to fly in a game. Playing games like this is actually a ton of fun and way more immersive than just playing it with a keyboard and mouse. So let me know if you have any suggestions for building the ultimate flight simulator setup. I've also been thinking about maybe optimizing this design to make it easier to build, and then I could create plans for others to build as well. I'm not sure how interested people would be in this, so if that's something that sounds cool to you, leave a comment below. But that's all for this video. So subscribe for more projects like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.